So, yeah, it's been a whole summer, and everything seems a bit empty, right? Not necessarily. I mean, I've been around, just not exactly here. I've been somewhere else. Let me explain. Whew. Man, I need to eat. I have not ate in a while. I got up at 7 a.m. I really need to kick up my diet again. But anyways, yeah, like I said, I've been gone for my channel this past summer, but at the same time, I haven't been gone. Like, I've been here on YouTube, just not here on YouTube. Is it confusing? No, it's not. Let me explain. So, the most unexpected thing just happened over the summer. I guess you could say this video is half of an advertisement and half of a story. Shout out to this company I'm gonna be talking about. My first, well, summer job, but my first job. This is gonna be interesting. So when it started off, I was selling a bunch of my younger sister's old doll stuff. She had a bunch of like doll stuff, like kitchen sets, living room set, etc., etc. Just a bunch of it, and our family was looking at it, and it was just a ton of it, just lying around the place. And they're all talking about selling this stuff because, you know, we gotta, you know, give it away or so, but might as well try it out on eBay, and Craigslist, and Facebook Marketplace. And I'm like, sure, okay, I'll learn about it. On eBay, we made some pretty good money. On Craigslist, there wasn't as much market or so, but Craigslist was pretty interesting. You see, because it was my first time using Craigslist. I had always known about eBay. I had used eBay plenty of times before to sell and all, but I apparently learned a lot about oh my gosh, my mind's going blank with all the different stores online. My dad told me a lot about oh my gosh. Craigslist. I literally just said that. Craigslist. Whew. So Craigslist. My dad has used it before. In fact, he actually bought this, he bought that playground back there off of Craigslist. He went over, picked it up at a neighborhood not too far from us, and we brought it here. And it's still here. Even though we all stopped using it by the time I turned 10. But there's your Craigslist right there. So of course, I went on there deciding, well, I'm gonna sell on here as well. What I didn't know, and interesting fun fact I learned, is that apparently, there's job postings too. Because I went on there, I saw the different categories and all, and I saw video. And I'm like, maybe there's cameras, maybe there's some film equipment stuff, you know? So I go through it, and yeah, there's some cameras here and there, and then I see job posting looking for a videographer at SS Airsoft. And I'm like, wait a minute, that indoor airsoft place, right? I click on it, and it shows the information. We're looking for a videographer to help run our media, or some for SS Airsoft and all that. And I'm like, huh. Because well, there's more to the story than just this job. You see, throughout this summer, I had been looking for some sort of summer job. Now that it was my senior summer and I was getting ready for college, I knew that it was about time, you know, to get some employee experience. You see, because the past 2 summers was, you know, definitely a lot more of a focus on learning into my filmmaking and all that. But with this senior summer, I was counting down the months till film school. So there's only so much film I would be doing and all, but I'm headed to film school anyways. So I decided probably be a man, be, you know, a normal man, and get myself a job. Of course, in saying that, I definitely wanted to make sure that I found a job that was worthy. I put it down into 3 tiers. Tier 1 being something related to film, something related to using a camera, using something related to any sort of film skills or media skills that would directly relate to what I'll be doing in my career. In saying that, that focus would probably be a bit more project-based. Payments are more based on more to the video project. Tier 2 was my more established tier. This is where we're getting towards more of your hourly, 9 to 5, kind of your minimum wage schedule and all. But my tier 2 was still focused on something more specific. And then, worst case scenario, I'm like, if none of those play out, then there's tier 3. Tier 3 was the plan C. That was, all else fails, McDonald's. So then, with that all said, there's this job posting, and I see, tier 1 with videography and all that, but it was an airsoft place, which ended up having the schedule of tier 3. So I had all the film opportunity with tier 1, with the schedule, and constant pay was tier 3. The best of both worlds. You'll hear that? I don't know what it is. It's probably for the past few videos. It'll go, wow.
Hey, what's up?
If it's not a truck or an airplane, I get interrupted in the middle of a video. So then I drive over to this airsoft place, which I will immediately note I had never been to before. I had never known anybody there before. So I'm walking in completely blind, knowing that it's just a videography job. I come on in for the interview. I sit down and we get things settled, and they're like, before we hire you, we want to see what you can do with your video work. I'm like, oh, that's great. They said, all right, come Saturday and just make us a video to show us basically your works. Make this basically your portfolio. So I'm like, okay. And I would say it was pretty fun, but it was one of those puzzles, It was a challenge. Because, like I said, I had never been in this place until that interview. That means that next day, I was going back. I had never seen the place until now, and I only had just a few hours to come up with some sort of video to apply all my skills into this airsoft place. I had to pull it off in just a few hours. Also including the fact that it was a crowded day where any of the arena shots was always gonna be crowded with people shooting around airsoft bullets all over the place. That's not healthy for a $2,000 camera lens. Needless to say, we made the video. It worked. So I did the playing and all as I drove there, binge listening to Modern Warfare soundtracks, binge watching all the Call of Duty trailers I could watch, because I was gonna make this like a game trailer. I'm like, game trailers are cool with Call of Duty and all that. This is real life Call of Duty, so we're making a real life Call of Duty. Make a trailer out of it. Boom, that was the idea. So I scratched this down about an hour before I left for the place. I was binge listening to the music. And then I go there and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna walk around, take a quick tour. Nice place, nice place. All right, now I know the place. Now I gotta get people. Walked around the place, picked up a person, hey, do you wanna be a video? Picking up another person, hey, do you wanna be a video? Got them together and said, all right, so here's the scenario. All this is happening in real time. Directing this random people I picked up. Hey, this is the scenario we're gonna do. You're gonna drive through here, and then you're gonna enter in here, have a conversation, have like, I'm getting ready for big war and stuff like that. We got that part settled, and surprisingly, that was pretty smooth. They definitely had some natural acting skill to them, which I was surprised. That was actually amazing. But then the action, because what's a Call of Duty style trailer without action? Whew. Now that was a challenge, but somehow it worked. So as I went in, I discovered that, no, there's a gameplay and all that, but then within that gameplay, I need more water. I talk too much. So one thing I learned is during the gameplay, there's at least a 6 or 7 minute break where the arena's empty. So then I decided, so what if in those breaks, I run a few people, we all go out there, we get the shots that we need, just in time, leave out, play again. If we need more shots, another break, take a handful of people, go in, out, play, in, out, play. That way we can get the shots we need for the action. And on top of that, considering flying little pellets around the place, I wasn't worried about my bruises. I was worried about the camera's bruises. Especially because I was filming on my gosh, it's like stuck in there. Especially because I was filming on my iPhone. Once again, because I had to get a lot of the action shot, big chunky camera. It's not really so agile when you're trying to really get around on this crazy arena. Here's the action cam. What we came up with was setting up some of the rental guns and placing some blue tape so we know here's the prop ones, but most specifically for the magazines that are empty. I repeat, empty. So they're perfectly safe. Get the blue tape. There we are. Now we have our prop guns. Ta-da! These are the ones that we're gonna use in the video. So that's what we did. Ran out the people, here's the prop guns. Now we can film all the blam 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 without worrying about the blam 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 blam. So that's how I made that video portfolio. That's what got me the job. And so that's what's been happening the past few weeks with my personal channel absence. I've been working on this channel. And so I guess this is where this is kind of the advertising side comes in. Here, wait, it's a card, right? Card right there. And also, link in the description below. I have made a playlist of all the videos that I've made with SS Airsoft for this summer. And all the videos are directed to their channel. So that way you can support SS Airsoft, get them the views, the like, the subscribe, etc. As well as go ahead and check out their website and their retail store. They're one of the largest retailers for Airsoft in the Southeast, as well as the largest indoor arena in the Southeast too. Pretty neat place. I guess that's the quick advertisement. SS Airsoft. Check it out. Check out their content made by yours truly. And that's the update of what's been happening this summer.